From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans.
Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we...
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Wentz going to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They run. It's Kamara. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Almost feel sorry for the kicker here, because you know he wants to go out there and contribute, but they keep saying stay on the bench. I think it's just simply a matter of a head coach saying, I believe more in my guys with the football than sending you out there to kick it.
Well, he wants to make a big statement here on the opening drive, and a statement he's making. Now they've got it 1st and goal after that conversion.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Second down at 5.
To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On first down, Watson forced out to his left.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20. On play action, it's Wentz. Here's a diving catch right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
And here's Kamara on the read option.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Wentz. wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Kamara up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now is Wentz.
Davis, nice grab.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Wentz now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Watson off play action. Steps away to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Escaping the pressure right.
And now Watson throws another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
That has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
Olave holds it in.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And some room to work.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. To throw is Wentz.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, Kamara.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make the score 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here we go on 4th down.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. In motion right is Thomas. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 27 yards there, a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes a field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. But this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing his way.